This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. We're at the historic 16th Street Mall. Since 1996, a la carte gifts and baskets have been providing the best gift-giving services in Denver metro area as well as worldwide. Let me ask you, first of all, what got you involved in this type of industry?
Oh, it was kind of a little bit by accident. I had a very good friend that made gift baskets for Christmas one year, and we just said, wow, we should start making gift baskets, and it kind of went from there.
Excellent. Let me ask you this. As children, nothing we love more than opening up a gift or a basket full of goodies. But you know what? That doesn't end. As kids, adults seem to love it just as much. Is that right?
Oh, no doubt. Everybody looks forward to getting an unexpected surprise.
Let me ask you this. For 17 years, you've been putting smiles on the faces of recipients out there. Obviously, the key to your success is customization. Quite honestly, you make sure a basket gets in their hand that is totally for them.
No doubt. And that's one of the things that I love the most about my business is we actually have two clients. We have a sender and a recipient. So that has to up your game in customer service. And that's one of the things I like the most about what we do is our customer service.
Let me ask you, we're sitting here in your local working studio. This really is where the magic happens. Let me ask you, I see a lot of different things on the shelves here, but quite honestly, it's not your ideas that you put up on a shelf for sale. You really make it where they decide what you want to make, and so therefore, it fits for everyone.
Exactly. The first thing I ask my client is, what are we doing with this gift and how much do you want to spend? And the rest of it from there is just to make sure that the recipient is getting something that not only is useful, but that they enjoy.
Wonderful. Obviously, by not providing a retail front, you're saving on overhead, so therefore I imagine your rates are very competitive.
Yeah, they are very competitive. I did it mostly because I grew up working retail and didn't want to do that ever again. But I also want to be in a professional atmosphere, so my clients can pick up baskets here, they can drop things off for their own customization, and the retail environment just gives us a much broader spectrum of the people that we can work with. Yeah, and in addition to, we don't have the overhead of being down on the 16th Street Mall.
Wonderful. Quite honestly, there is not a holiday out there that you guys don't cover. If there's a greeting card out there for it, you have a basket that'll match. There's no doubt about that. Let me ask you, on the holidays, as far as they go, is there a popular holiday that people just love to swarm in here and get things done, get online and order? And what is the turnaround time during those busy times?
Well, obviously, fourth quarter is a really big deal. So many corporations and businesses want a gift during the fourth quarter. Most of the clients that I have dealt with over the last several years that are really savvy about it, they're sending at Thanksgiving and not waiting until Christmas, because that sets them out ahead of everybody else. It has nothing to do with anything but saying thank you. So it's a really good way to do that. Generally speaking, our turnaround is really excellent. Obviously, first 2-3 weeks of December, things get kind of crazy, and you get what you get at that point because everybody's gotten in ahead of you. But other than that, like, I have a client today that called up for 26 pieces, and she needs them on Friday, and we'll have them done.
That's fantastic. Obviously, we don't have to wait for a holiday, like you said, to give something out there. You've got occasions covered, be it birthdays, anniversaries, get well, congratulations, Father's Day, Mother's Day, everything in between. You really believe that there's definitely an occasion almost every week of the year that you could give somebody something.
No doubt. I mean, there's anniversaries, there's thank yous, there's cheer up, sorry you're having a bad day. We do a large business with condolences. And condolences are very special to us because when you've lost a loved one, flowers are lovely, but they die too. And having the support of food items that your family can grab and go during times when it's really crazy, or an easy meal to put together when you're not feeling up to doing anything else, that's a big part of what we do as well.
Wonderful. Obviously, it's a very personal gift that folks give out there, but quite honestly, the corporate world is very alive and well when it comes to thanking their clients. This has to be a great way to thank a client out there that has been important for the company.
No doubt. And the best part about how we can customize things is it allows your company to brand itself. So if you have mouse pads, mugs, pens, whatever kind of things you like to give out to people, by putting them in a gift basket, they're a little more noticeable. It's a much nicer way than just handing somebody an empty mug or a pen and saying thank you. And it lets your customers know that you're really invested in what they're doing with your company.
What a distinctive marketing tool.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, I mean, we can do custom ribbon with your name on it. If you've got things that already have your name on it, we include them. So it's a wonderful way to brand your company with your clients.
So great for clients. What about for employees? I mean, I'd love to be an employee on the recipient end of one of these baskets. Is that something that is pretty popular?
Very popular. I have one company that sends a welcome basket to every one of their new hires, and it is based on who that person is. Are they a family member, or I mean, do they have family members? We did one today for a gentleman that's a new hire to this company. He's got 2 young boys, and my client didn't know exactly what to do, so we did a movie night popcorn basket for them. So it's something that the whole family can enjoy.
I love it. It's fantastic. Speaking of very personal, I notice here we see some ale in one of the baskets here. Me personally, I love a bottle of wine or maybe some beer inside. Because of your partnerships here locally, are you able to provide that?
I'm so glad you asked that, because that wasn't one that I had in my head. Yes, we partner with Wines Off Wine Coop, which is a fabulous wine store on the 16th Street Mall. And they are not allowed to sell food. We're not allowed to sell liquor. So they have my customers call, order their alcohol over the phone with them. They bring it to me. We go down and pick it up, whichever one of us isn't busy enough. And then we can include it because the purchase price doesn't go through my company.
Okay, now one of the things, do you make it pretty seamless online? I mean, are people able to go shop for maybe a bottle of wine or something like that and then come back through you and do it that way? Can it take place online as well?
Yes, exactly. We do have links to Wines Off Wine Coop. Most people are going to call and just verify that everything's going on, but you can link to Wines Off Wine Coop from my website and back to my website from theirs.
Wonderful. So what you're saying basically is this is not just for women. We're talking about men, corporate execs out there. They now have a great way to receive something or give something that is rather unique. And obviously that's why your Beer Man basket is probably pretty popular.
Yeah, it is, no doubt. And as far as gender neutrality goes, we can always approach that with color. So if you do something in your corporate colors, that's going to span male or female, and it'll be completely gender neutral.
Wonderful. Speaking of that as well, some of the recipients, we're not talking about adults here. You take care of kids, you take care of children, even pets, right?
We do. In fact, I've got a diaper cake over there I wish that I brought onto the table, because we do an awful lot of new baby baskets. I have a lot of realtors that are dealing with clients that have pets. So if they say, well, they've got a dog, well, dog or a cat, that's real easy. We can always include something for the pet in the family.
Cindy, like you mentioned earlier, you've got 2 clients that you're dealing with, the people who are sending it as well as the people receiving it. I know me as the sender, I like to know if somebody got it and when they got it, and also what they got. How do you take care of that?
Exactly. That's a really important point. So we do have the capability of sending an email upon receipt of delivery. And that's because of my delivery companies. They send me an email and I can send it on to my clients, so you can know exactly when it landed. The other really important thing is that we photograph every single basket that we make. So I can attach a photo of your actual basket in an email along with your receipt. So you get your receipt, you get your delivery notification, and you get an actual photo of the basket, so you know exactly what you sent.
Wonderful. Obviously, you're located here on the 16th Street Mall. Like you said, you want to be accessible for people as far as being convenient. What about somebody who's on the go? Maybe they need to pick up a quick basket, don't even have time to fly up the stairs. Do you take care of them there?
Well, not only that, but everybody's afraid of parking downtown. So we're right on the corner of 16th and Champa, and what that allows us to do is to have our client call as they're approaching the 16th Street Mall. As soon as they cross over the mall, they stop next to the subway, and we'll run the basket down to them. So you don't even have to worry about parking.
That is local service. One last thing, obviously as a local company, you've been around for 17 years. How important is giving back and being part of the local environment?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. That has been most of my marketing for the 17 years that I've been in business. So we're involved in many local organizations: Colorado Women's Chamber, Hispanic Chamber, Gay and Lesbian Chamber, Cleo Parker Robinson Dance. I mean, there's a whole long list, but we're very involved in community. We believe in community, and it has just been the best word of mouth advertising I could have.
Let me ask you, like we said, obviously the personal gift out there for someone is a great way to customize. What about for the corporate client who basically, they're very specific about their branding?
Yeah, a lot of my corporate clients definitely need to see something before they okay it. And in that case, we can make a design that suits that company, and then we can replicate it every time. So they have their own design. We know what they want every time that they need it, and they don't have to go through a redesign or a rebranding every time they need something.
So they kind of see a picture before, much less even than after.
Exactly.
Excellent. Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you can take a look at all the products they have. Quite honestly, they have not left anything unturned. You name it, they've got you taken care of. If you're into chocolate, they've got you covered. If you're into chips, you name it, their shelves here are filled with everything. And quite honestly, if you don't see something on that site, give them a call, because the key is customization down here so that you, the sender, receive, but yet the recipient gets exactly what they want. Also, check them out on their Facebook page. Facebook page is a great way for them to keep you apprised of maybe some holidays coming up, things you don't want to miss. Definitely a great way there as well. Obviously, you're very popular here in the local metro area, but quite honestly, you're not limited. Nationwide, you guys can ship anywhere.
We actually ship worldwide.
Worldwide. Take that back. Tell me how that works.
I have the same thing same way as anything else. Obviously, if you're leaving the country since 9/11 with your packages, it's a whole different ballgame. So it takes a little bit longer, but we'll do all the research to make sure that you get it where you need it, when you need it to be there.
Wonderful. Once again, if you've got somebody out there who really has kind of a picky eater or really knows what they want, you really take care of them, be it a kosher basket, gluten-free, chocolates, you name it, you guys have done it.
Yeah, we certainly have. A couple months ago, I did one that was all orange. Not only color, but in content. So
wow.
We had real oranges, we had candied oranges, we had orange candies. So yeah, you can pretty much name your poison.
Name your poison. I love it. Let me ask you one last thing, Cindy. If we've got a client out there, someone out there, or a business out there who is thinking about using gift baskets, either in their business or personally, never have done it before, what would you tell them?
Just call.
Just call.
It's that easy. And all I need to know is how much you want to spend, why you're doing it, where it's going, and what you want to say to them.
Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website as well as their contact information. Remember, they are just a click, phone call, or email away. That is a la carte gifts and baskets. Thinking outside the basket. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.